Nikola Tesla's warning of the Philadelphia experiment and time travel. Evidently, the US military, together with some of the top scientific minds in the world, men like Nikola Tesla and Albert Einstein, had been working on a new technology which would make their ships invisible, a sort of cloaking device from the pages of science fiction. All that remained was to check whether their calculations were correct, to test if in fact the technology would actually work, and this test would become infamously known as the Philadelphia experiment. And there in the Philadelphia Naval Shipyard sat the USS Eldridge, a ship equipped with large generators and other strange equipment which confused unaware crew members, and at a predetermined hour the equipment was activated. The mighty generators fired up. Suddenly a bluish-green fog began to surround the Eldridge, and in a flash of light the ship was gone and disappeared into thin air. And the experiment resulted in the US Navy sailors, they said, fused to the USS Eldridge, warships during stealth trials. The US Navy sailors became molecularly fused to a warship during hyper-secret trials of invisible cloaking, and that this has been claimed during an experiment known as the Philadelphia experiment. The horrific allegations came as a result of Albert Einstein-led stealth experiments aimed at giving Allied battleships the ability to disappear. The bizarre research, which has become known as the Philadelphia experiment, has led to eyewitnesses claiming a U.S. Navy destroyer escort called USS Eldridge, even matter transported from one naval yard to another. But the whole project was then considered as so volatile that it was shelved and classified at a level beyond top secret. The Philadelphia experiment, some called Project Rainbow, has been a major conspiracy theory for decades, but gathers new advocates every year as actual cloaking technology advances to fulfill the Second World War claims. And according to supporters of the claims, Einstein, who worked for the US Navy during the war, was drafted in during 1942 amid catastrophic Allied losses of ships to German U-boat submarines. Author and researcher Robert Gorman said the US Navy used a variation of Albert Einstein's unified field theory, and they used it to bend light to render the ship invisible as it was encased in this electromagnetic fog. Alfred Bielek, who claims to have been a member of the scientific team, said powerful electromagnetic fields were engineered around the Eldridge and its skeleton crew. The whole experiment was supposed to be hyper-secret, but was seen as a merchant seaman called Carl Meredith Allen, also known as Charles Alden, on the nearby ship Liberty. Gorman said he saw the ship enveloped in a green fiery fog. He said that he could insert his arm into the terrific flow of this energy when the ship disappeared. The Eldridge then teleported, as claimed, and appeared in a naval dockyard in Norfolk, Virginia, before reappearing in Philadelphia. But the Star Trek-style teleportation had awful consequences as sailors became fused to the vessel at a molecular level. And Gorman said the crew were molecularly attached to the ship, bonded to the metal. Bielek, who wrote the Philadelphia experiment and other conspiracies, says the first thing they found was two sailors buried in the steel deck near death. Now, according to supporters of the reports, the Navy quickly shelved the experiment and forced all those involved to sign an oath of secrecy before signing the papers to level beyond top secret, never to be declassified. The Philadelphia experiment was then made into a hit film in 1984. Skeptics say the legend may have arisen from the fact in the early 1940s the Navy did conduct experiments to make Navy vessels invisible in the Philadelphia naval shipyards. Scientists ran an electric current through hundreds of meters of electric cable around the hull of the ship to see if they could make the ships invisible to underwater and surface mines. Germany used magnetic limpet mines capable of attaching themselves to the metal hull of ships as they came near. The ring of electric cables would make the ships invisible to the magnetic properties of the mines, and indeed a similar technique was employed by the British Navy. This is from Lara Deauville, Express UK, and it's on Bended Reality. Please leave your comments, and thank you for your support. Support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.